Hey guys, welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians, and welcome to the last episode of the contest that we started 2 days ago. We can link the first two episodes here. We start listening to While My Guitar Gently Weeps. We listen to the original and the cover from Concert for George. But today we are going to listen to Prince, Tom Petty, and More. That's how the title is, and it's from Rock Hall 2004 Induction. There are so many more people in this one. There's Steve Winwood, there's Jeff Lynne, and then the son is again back. There's so many other people that actually I don't know, including Steve Farron and Mark Mann. But we knew all the other people here, and Tom Petty obviously. But we are very excited because actually we've never done any Prince song on this channel, so that could be like a perfect bridge. So from here we listen to him for the first time, and then we go do some of his videos in the near future. But I'm very excited to watch and listen to this version as well and see how it goes. I was thinking while I was listening that which version would be my favorite. I still don't know. But then I heard an organ, and then I saw the organ. And now I feel like I'm a little biased now in deciding, because I feel like the other one had a lot of other instruments, the other cover obviously, but I feel like organ is just so fitting for this song actually, because it's just like adds a little very unique texture in the background that really just emphasizes the harmonies. Mostly there's not a lot of melodic line happening in the organ, at least so far, but like when you listen to it, the combination of that and all these guitar in the forefront and then the organ in the background, it created such a unique musical like soundscape or texture that was not as dreamy and foggy as the original, but also not as like to your face, like not as introverted as the second one that we listened to. So I'm a little bit leaning toward this one, honestly, a little bit. But I gotta listen to it a little bit more and see. It's not just because of the organ, but that has a big role in it. Also, I love Tom Petty's voice a lot, and I love their harmonizing together too as well. So I don't know, we'll see.
Still my guitar
Can we just throw his guitar? I was so
God.
into like the music until the last second. I feel like I was just like kind of in my thoughts, and then I just suddenly woke up at the very last second.
That's so crazy to see how the same lyrics, the same themes, the same melody can feel so different, and even the message can change through different interpretations. And I mean, I see it a lot in classical music, that exactly the same music that was composed by a person, and in classical music it's such a big thing that you're not allowed to change anything. I mean, you can add a little, add your own taste as a performer, but you're not allowed to change any notes or anything. And I've seen it a lot with the especially top soloists, that they really put their own personality into the music. And it's crazy for me how the same notes can mean the different feelings, or have different feelings or different interpretations, and have even the different stories in the background, because they had different interpretations. But I never seen it in non-classical way, because every time we did this, or like I hear like the music covers, they really changed at least at some point, at some like level, they changed the music. But in these three songs that we heard, it was almost like, at least the melody that they were singing with was almost the same. The theme that they were playing in the background, the beginning, the harmonies were almost the same, but it still had like so much different like, even as I said, the message behind the lyrics was for me completely different. First of all, with this version, they made the song so much in their style, and so much like with their interpretation, that it convinced me that it's their song. Yeah, like if I didn't know, I was going to say, yeah, it's their song. Didn't sound at all like a cover. One of the reasons was that in the Beatles version, or also the second version, there were, like, as I said, this really drastic different feelings, but in this one, and also with the singing, especially in Beatles one, with the singing part, it was like also so different. Like one part was like really dreamy, and one part was more direct. It was so many different things were happening. But in this one, it was so cohesive. The music was so cohesive, and like completely a one thing. And also the voices, I mean, there were two different people, or more, that were singing it, and they had different voice colors, but the approach was this kind of the same, and the feeling behind it was kind of the same. And it's for me, it was not the same as the Beatles, the something that the Beatles or the second version did with the like changing of the feeling. I didn't felt like this much changing of the feeling. And I think for some people, that they don't want to get surprised, or they want to really listen to a song like from the beginning to the end, and think that, okay, there is one song, and like think more conservative with the music or the art in general. I think the third version they would like the third version better, because it was like more cohesive and more like one. It felt like one thing. And I have to say, I disagree with you that this was something in between the Beatles and the second version, from the extrovert or introvert feeling, because the second version was for me still like exactly in between, like something between, even though it was big massive amount of different instruments and stuff, but because of the things that I said about the voices and the whole feeling of, or the way that they performed also, and the guitar solo parts and stuff, it was all more like a mixture of introvert and extrovert. And also the guitar solo part also was like really crying of the guitar. But the third version for me was more flashy and out there, and like it felt more like showing off your technicality, or like the
Yeah, I
how
know
the
what you
guitar would
mean.
scream, not weep. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you say that because of the. I mean, I said that before I see Prince playing like that. I think up until the guitar solo that he shows up, it was a different character, and then once he showed up, obviously like the whole thing shifted. I get what you mean exactly, and I kind of agree with that. It's just hard for me to just look past the presence of organ, obviously, and this in the third one, because organ always has a special unique texture to the song. But I agree, especially in the guitar solo that we heard from him. uh, I, I don't think I ever watched him. I might have heard some stuff from him before, but he is definitely like a showman. Like on the stage, it's not about the tone. I mean, his tone was perfect, technique, articulation, everything. But as you said, it just was no longer like an intimate moment that you're just thinking to yourself and you're maybe mourning. It just became more like a performance. Obviously, I'm split, divided by three. Actually, I think I like all of them equally. Now it's time to decide which version we like better. I don't think I've ever been this like not uncertain about something, because if I could like patch things up from all these three videos, I think I could make the perfect version. Or even the last two videos, if I could just switch some of the vocals and still have the organ and like some of the flashiness, or like some of the Prince perform like solo parts, I think that would be really perfect. But for the sake of like, I think the angelicness of the vocal harmonies, I think I would go with the second version with Paul McCartney and Eric Clapton. It's kind of hard for me to also move, because that one had a legendary guitar solo, perfect vocal. I mean, I love Tom Petty and Jeff Lynne's vocals, but I think I like the harmonies that they chose, the way to harmonize in the second video better. A little bit. It had more like a, I don't know, like it was, I feel like it was more fitting with the lyrics and the vibe of the song. But I loved the organ in the third one, and I loved Prince's performance. But I as you said, I think it was a little too flashy for the vibe of the song. But I love his tone. So yeah, I'm split, but I'll go with the second one. Just decided. Second one.
Well, it's funny for me that you had to struggle so much for the decision, because it was so obvious for me. I mean, we did a pause and I asked you to play the Beatles and the second version again.
Yeah.
And then I was, because I was making a little doubts, but I'm now 100% positive about my decision.
Okay, good.
Even though I really loved the duet between the sounds of the second version, and also there were so many things, beautiful and like emotional things happening in the second version. And also it was a live concert, which always has like this live music adrenaline, and it's like feeling in the moment and stuff. But I have to definitely go with the Beatles
Okay.
version, and it was completely obvious for me. It wasn't even a hard decision. And I think if I would listen to the Beatles version live, it would be even a more obvious choice for me, because then it's the live feeling also comes. But the amount of the feeling and sensibility that is, especially in the singing part, is not comparable and not like replaceable in any of the versions. The amount of the range of different emotions, and like the perfect amount of introvertity, introvertness that there is in the song. And I don't know, it just has like I cannot
Okay, that
it's
makes
not
sense.
a hard decision for me.
Okay,
But
wow.
the second version comes next.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in the order that we listened to, got it. Yeah, cool. Okay, wow, that was very interesting. We are usually, I don't remember if we are on the same page and choosing our favorites or not, but definitely not this
Never.
time. Yeah.
No, never. We never
Oh, we are
were.
never, okay, never mind. So like
We
just
always, no,
that's true. All right.
nothing new.
Anyway, that was the end of this video as well, and the end of this contest. We can't wait for more contest ideas. So if you guys have any suggestions for, like, in general, like what songs we should listen to and like compare it to like well-known covers, we would love to listen to that. Doesn't have to be like a special video, we could just do it anytime. But anyway, thank you again so much for joining us for these 3 days back to back. We hope you enjoyed it as well. Tell us what is your favorite version of this song. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to support us more, there's a buy me a coffee link in the description, and we'll see you guys tomorrow back to our normal videos. Bye.